Big John, Big John.
Well, happy Saturday afternoon, everybody. It's, geez, I don't even know. It's the end of October. October 25th. Haven't picked the camera up in quite a while. I don't remember if I said anything on here or not, but I ended up with shingles a couple weeks ago. Well, it's been 2 weeks. And I'm still, I can't wear a hat, my head, my ear, under my chin. It hurts. I've had a headache for 2 weeks. The other day it was really windy out, and I went outside to get the mail, and my hair was blowing in the wind, and it hurt. It stung. Yeah, get your vaccine. I don't know if it's worse because I had it on my head, rather compared to some other part of your body or whatever, but this is bad. Anyway, I gotta get something done. So the combine's been sitting here. We drained the oil when we got done running them early beans. I've got two fields left. It frosted hard last night. We got a freeze last night. So that's 18 acres at my brother's and 11 acres at Dad's. Those will be next few days probably. They'll be ready to go. As soon as those are done, we'll probably dive into corn. Took a sample out of that field back there and these fields here a couple weeks ago when we was running beans. Well, last week it was. Last week when we were running beans, and it was 19, and we got a little rain since then, just very little. But anyway, we pulled the oil out of this thing, so I need to get up there and become a monkey and climb upside down to reach in there to turn the drain cock off on the bottom of the engine. And of course, made a mess again. But I got plenty of oil dry from the last mess. I can just sweep over on top of that one. So I got all the filters and stuff. I need to go get my paint marker so I can mark the date and hours. So yeah, I'm gonna go get that, and we'll get busy on this. Okay, several trips to the garage because I did some work up there. And we're back. I spun that oil filter off. I found this pan I could put in underneath there. And that oil filter was pretty much empty. I can't explain it unless it siphons it out when you drain the oil out of the rest of the machine. But I'm going to change this coolant filter. There's a little valve here on the side, just like the fire trucks got on them. Turn that. I've got a new filter here, ready to go. I need a little grease on that. Be right back. Well, we'll put a little engine oil, just a small film of engine oil on that gasket, just to lube it. Okay. Oh, there's a line back there right against it. Get this up on there. Okay, and we're here. Holy cow. All right. Well, whoever put that filter on there last time never opened the valve. They never opened the valve. So that filter probably never circulated fluid. Oh, we got a new one. We're going to put it on. Man, that's... All right, surface looks good. Is this the same number? No, it's not. Well, that's the one that superseded. Wait a minute. Those aren't the same. That center hole is way too small compared to what that one is. All right, well, basically that one wasn't used. I guess we'll put it back on and we'll open the valve this time. Take that one back and get my money back. Put this back into plastic. Clean some of the crap out of here. All right. What? Oh, tread plate. Tread plate. My knees were not made for kneeling on tread plate. Well, they might have been, but I abused them too much when I was young. Where'd you? Okay, there we go. Made a mess. All right, open the valve. Yep. All right, I'm gonna have to get me a paint stick, a paint pen. My paint pen in the garage was junk, all dried up. And that grease pencil ain't gonna work. All right, well, you can't see nothing. Put you back over there. Put you. Yeah, that was weird. I took that oil filter off and it was pretty much empty. Now I gotta remember what my hours were. I wrote them on that beam over there. Can I see it from up here? $23.82. Okay. All right. Now we'll go up and get that fuel filter on top. Okay, we're down here in the belly of the beast. So here's the motor, rotor drive and everything. But I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can get the camera down there. That little valve right there, that's what you twist. I can't even see if the camera's pointing at it. There's a valve there. And you twist that valve a quarter turn down. And that's what drains the oil out the tube on the side. So anyway, we got to change this fuel filter, which is right there. See how much of a mess we can make with this one. Who knows, maybe there's no fill in it. There's just no good way for my big body to be in here comfortably. What am I sitting on? Sitting on the belt. Okay, let's put you right there. I do have a bucket to catch fuel. Last place you want fuel is up here. They won't sit flat there. So we'll put it on top of that hose. And there's too much stuff. All right. There's my wrench. Eight 7358. Let me check this other one first before I spin that off. 844-77358. So that is the right filter. So we'll set that right there. Can you guys see? Probably not. All right. Okay, that wasn't bad. Now where'd my rag go? I did fill that filter full of fuel, the one I'm putting on. I filled it out of my fuel tank, but my fuel tank has a filter on it. And I flushed a little bit of the fuel out of the hose before I started in. Let's get rid of some of this garbage back in here. Didn't realize that was back there. I'd have moved it beforehand. I gotta get the... There's a hole down here under my left foot where this old chopper knife come off and put a hole. So there's a bunch of stuff flies up here from the chopper. So I need to beat that back down flat and weld it back shut. Okay, now there's an O-ring. Should be. Did that come off with that filter? Let's check. Yep, it's in the bottom of the pan. And this one is in the bottom of the bag, so slide that up through here. Ooh, that's not going to stay. Okay, we'll do it the hard way then. Everything's got to be done the hard way. Don't feel right. Yeah, it was. I don't know why, but they say tighten them up, loosen them, and retighten them. Now, will my Milwaukee pencil right on that with that little bit of diesel film on it? What was our numbers? 2382. So, gotta move the light so we can see. $10, $20, $5, $2,382. 2 hours. Okay, gotta love these Milwaukee writers, inkers, whatever you want to call them. They write good. All right, well, not too much drama on that one. We'll see you back outside. Okay, I'm back. It's a couple hours later. I did change the fuel filter down on the side. That was the right one. Got everything buttoned up. Putting engine oil back in it. And I picked me up some Hot Shot Secret. I've run it in my old semi. I've never run it in the new semi, but I picked me up a jug of that for that too. A friend of mine, he's an owner-operator, and he runs this in his semi, and he swears it does good for him. So, and there's a lot of people that talk good about it. So we're going to put a half a gallon in here, along with our 24 quarts of engine oil. Yeah, she's a pig. So we'll dump this. I only filled it to 2 gallons. I wish I'd have put some oil in that filter, but I didn't. I did clean the funnel out, sprayed a bunch of brake clean through it, and wiped her out with a rag. My 55-gallon drum over there is getting pretty low. I had to put a board underneath of it to increase the flow a little bit. I've got another one in the horse barn though. Shell 1540. That's what we're running everything. Semis, tractors. That's what I run in my pickup truck. Now my new one, they put their oil in it when that first service, but now that I'll do the services from now on, that will get Shell 1540. All right, let's ooh, that was pretty easy to poke. Made a mess. You guys use any of this stuff? Any Hot Shot Secret fuel treatment or engine oil treatment? Leave me a comment and let me know. All right, fill her up and be back. All right, well, this should be the last of it. You know, when you spill oil, used oil, it makes a mess. It's a pain. But I spilled about a quart of fresh oil coming out of the drum. It's going real slow. I had to prop the back of it up. It's about empty. So I had that 2.5 gallon jug sitting there on that block filling, and I burning the brush pile out there. You can see it. Clean up all my seed bags and trash and everything that's burnable. And I'd come in and check on it every once in a while. And it was going, filling, you know, it's filling slow. Got busy back there emptying out the trash can, putting it in seed bags, and bigger than crap, I come walking around here and there's jugs overflowing. That's fresh oil. That makes me mad. Stuff like that, when it's used oil, that's an inconvenience. But when you dump brand new oil on the ground, doing too many things at one time. Okay, been out there throwing all the brush and stuff that fell out back in the fire. I got that all cleaned up. Let that sit. She's over full, which I knew it would be because the filter's empty, and that filter probably holds a quart of oil. So anyway, I think we're going to go up and hit the key and see if she starts. Make sure I got that fuel back on. Yep, fuel is on. Nothing coming out of the drain anymore. So let's see what happens. Midland radio I got to put in here. Glow plugs are going. Okay, buried the oil pressure, so that's good. I'm glad it cranked like that. Boy, it buried that oil pressure. Parking brake is set. Let's go make sure there's not leaking. Fuel filters, coolant filter, any of that. Nothing coming out of there. Filter on the back side. I know you guys couldn't see it, it's pretty dark.